Hello children, now we are going to start Geography chapter 4 Air. Okay, so I hope you all have read the book before starting the chapter. Okay, if you have not read the book, no issue, that we are going to start the chapter today only. Children, as we know that Earth is a unique planet, we discuss this line so many times. Okay, and I think class 3rd onward you have been listening this line. Okay, so why we says that the Earth is unique planet? As you know that this is the planet only where life is survival. So the reason is that air, water and land. So atmosphere is a huge blanket of air, as we know that, and is responsible for the survival of all living beings. So why it is called blanket? It is question. So that's because not only does the atmosphere provide us the air we breathe, means the air which we get for breathing, that is not only the reason that we are saying that it is a unique planet, but it is protect us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Without it, the days would have been burning hot. Okay, if that's blanket which we are saying, it will not be there, so it's not possible to be to live on the earth also, because the sun, how much it's burning hot, you know that, and that atmosphere from that rays from the sun, which are this blanket of the air that protect us from that harmful rays. Okay, then after it would be freezing cold nights will be there. Okay, so in that also it will not be able to survive. So it's all that makes it livable for us. The word atmosphere comes from the Greek terms, children. Atmos means vapor, and sphere means the means of the air between the earth's surface and the outer space. Now, composition of the atmosphere, how it is composed. Atmosphere, so the atmosphere consists of a mixture of gases, okay, so which are present in varying proportion. Its major constituents are, what are those gases are there? Nitrogen, how much percentage? 78%. Oxygen, 21%. The balance 1% include carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, argon and hydrogen. So these all gases are there which is present in the atmosphere. Impurities like a dust, smoke, salts, carbon monoxide and other chemicals are also present in the atmosphere. And its lower layer, children, in lower layer of the atmosphere that contains water vapor too. So nitrogen is the largest component of atmosphere and essential for the survival and growth of plant. Means nitrogen, it's helped too much in growing the plant. Then second, oxygen is the second most plentiful gas. Okay, as we all need oxygen to breathe. So that's why oxygen is the second most plentiful gas in the atmosphere. All living beings breathe, as you know that, and in oxygen, while the green plants breathe out oxygen. Okay, green plants use carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere to make their food. As you know that in photosynthesis, the plant, they make their food own, so with the help of carbon dioxide. We inhale oxygen, and plants inhale carbon dioxide. Okay, so does the plant help in maintaining a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide? That's why we say, children, as we continuously cutting the trees, so that's the reason it will be very dangerous in coming future to survive on the earth also. So balance in the nature is very important. So all the natural resources, that's our duty to save. So now it reduce it reduce and it will affect the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. Okay, the graph is also given in your book. You can see in that picture, children. So nowadays I am sending your textbook pictures with my explanation, because till yet I think so many students are there those not having the books, so it will help them to understand by book also. Now, structure of the atmosphere. Now, structure of the atmosphere, children. The atmosphere extend up to 1600 kilometer above the earth surface. The density of air varies at different places. It is highest near the sea level and become lower as we move further away from the surface. So based on this composition, temperature and other properties, our atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. Okay, so our atmosphere divided into 5 layers. What are those layers, children? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, troposphere we have discussed in the last class, in class 6. So remaining layers we are going to discuss in this. So again I am going to repeat the troposphere as it is given in your book also. So troposphere, as we have discussed, it is the lowest yet the most important layer of the atmosphere. Okay, and this is the lowest layer and it is the most important layer of the atmosphere. It extends to a height, we are talking about its height, about 8 kilometer to the at the poles and 18 kilometer at the equator. Its height is about 8 kilometer at the poles, children, and 18 kilometer at the equator, children. Being closest to the earth, as it is the lowest layer, so it is the closest to the earth also, and this is the densest layer of the atmosphere. All weather related phenomena such as cloud, fog, rainfall, hail, storm, lightning, etc., that all take place in this layer only. Means all this take place in the troposphere, in this layer, because it is the lowest layer of the atmosphere and it is closest to the earth, and that's the reason that is very densest layer. Okay, whatever the phenomena such as cloud, fog, rainfall, hail, storm, lightning, etc., these all take place in this layer, children. Here the temperature of the air decreases with the increasing height at the rate of 1 degree Celsius or for every 165 meter. Okay, children, so this is known as normal lapse rate. Okay, the uppermost edge of this layer is called tropos, and beyond this at the temperature stop decreasing. So the troposphere absorbs maximum heat. Okay, troposphere observe maximum heat and protect us from excessive heat throughout the day and maintains a certain temperature level at night. Means troposphere help a lot to maintain the balance and temperature, means maximum heat that observe the troposphere, and at night also it is maintain the temperature. Okay, now we are coming to the stratosphere, children. This extend at the height of 50 kilometer above the troposphere. Means troposphere is the lowest layer, so it extend to a height of 50 kilometer above the troposphere. The temperature is constant in the lower part of the stratosphere, but there is gradual increase in the upper part. Okay, again I am repeating, children. The temperature is constant in the lower part of the stratosphere, but there is a gradual increase. Okay, there is a gradual increase in the upper part. Okay, a stratosphere contains ozone, which absorb the ultraviolet radiation of the sun. So children, stratosphere that contain ozone. Okay, that's the reason it absorb the ultraviolet radiation. Stratosphere contained ozone, that's the reason which means ozone which absorb the ultraviolet radiation of the sun. Okay, being a cloud free zone where no weather phenomena takes place. So in this layer no phenomena is take place, because already we have discussed all the phenomena take place in which layer, children? Lowest layer. And what is the lowest layer, children? That is the troposphere. Okay, so this layer is ideal for jet flying. Okay, this stratosphere is ideal for jet flying. Now children, mesosphere. Okay, this is the third layer which extend up to a height of 80 kilometer. Okay, mesosphere is the third layer, extend up to a height of 80 kilometers. The temperature start decreasing. Okay, the temperature starts decreasing with the height and reaches about 100 degree Celsius at the height of 80 kilometer. Meteoroids burn up. Meteoroids we have studied, children. So meteoroids burn up in this layer, which you are able to see also. So the meteoroids burn up in this layer as they enter from space. Now children, thermosphere. Laying above the mesosphere, okay, laying above the mesosphere, this layer extends up to a height of more than 400 kilometers. Okay, so mesosphere, thermosphere is just laying above the mesosphere, and this layer extends up to the height of more than 400 kilometers. Here the temperature rise rapidly. Okay, in thermosphere temperature rise rapidly with increasing height. Okay, not decreasing, it's increasing height, and this layer contains ionus. This layer contains ionus, which are particles. Ionus are the particles that reflect radio waves. Okay, ionus, again I am telling you, ionus are the particles that reflect radio waves back to the earth and enable wireless communication. Okay, so it is called the ionosphere also. So thermosphere layer is known as the ionosphere. That's because the presence of ionus, because in thermosphere layer ionus is present, that's we known as the ionosphere. Okay, now exosphere. This is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere. Exosphere is the uppermost layer of the topmost layer of the atmosphere, which extend to a height of about 1600 kilometer. okay, which extend the height of about 1600 kilometer and merges with the of the interplanetary space. The air here is very thin, containing gases like helium and hydrogen that float into space from here. So up to here we have discussed all the layers of the atmosphere in this part 1. Now in next part 2 we will study the remaining topics. So till then you read this also up to here. Whatever I have taught you, explain you, please you read the books. Reading the book is very very important, children. It's okay that we are sending the video and you are listening the explanation, but with that please read the book also, then you will understand more and you will have a doubts also. When you will not study, when you will not read, there will not be any kind of doubt, children. So that's why very very important to read the book also. So remaining topics we are going to do in the next part. So till then, bye bye, take care.